Every single day, Nigeria pumps millions of barrels of oil. But what if I told you a large part of that oil never reaches the government? Not because of war, not because of sanctions, but because it is stolen, quietly, methodically, and on an industrial scale. This is the true story of Africa's largest oil theft operation, and how it nearly pushed Nigeria to the brink. Nigeria is Africa's biggest oil producer. Oil pays for roads, hospitals, schools, security. It makes up the backbone of the country's economy. But for decades, something was bleeding Nigeria dry. An invisible criminal empire operating right inside the oil industry itself. By the time authorities fully understood what was happening, billions of dollars were already gone. This wasn't simple theft. It wasn't a few men with buckets stealing fuel. This was organized, professional, and deeply connected. Criminals would illegally tap into oil pipelines, sometimes using equipment as sophisticated as what the oil companies themselves used. These taps were hidden deep in the Niger Delta, under rivers, inside mangrove forests, places almost impossible to monitor. Once tapped, crude oil was pumped directly into waiting barges. From there, it vanished. The stolen oil didn't stay in Nigeria. It was moved through secret routes to illegal refineries, and even shipped overseas. Fake documents, corrupt officials, international middlemen. This oil ended up in foreign markets, sold as legitimate crude. Experts estimate that at its peak, Nigeria was losing hundreds of thousands of barrels every single day. That translated into billions of dollars a year. Money that should have built the nation was instead financing criminals. This operation couldn't have survived without help from the inside. Investigations revealed involvement from corrupt security personnel, politicians, oil company insiders, local militias. Some were paid to look the other way. Others actively protected the pipelines. This wasn't just crime. It was a parallel economy. In some regions, oil theft became the main source of income, more powerful than the government itself. While billions were stolen, communities were destroyed. Illegal refining caused massive oil spills, poisoning water, farmland, and fishing grounds. Fires from illegal refineries killed hundreds. Meanwhile, Nigeria's economy suffered currency pressure, budget shortfalls, rising debt. At one point, oil theft reduced national production so badly that Nigeria lost its position as Africa's top oil producer. The country was bleeding, and no one could stop it. Eventually, the scale of the theft became impossible to hide. Satellite surveillance revealed illegal pipeline connections. Military operations were launched. Illegal refineries were destroyed. Some high-profile arrests were made. Pipelines were shut down entirely in certain regions because it was safer to stop producing oil than to keep losing it to thieves. That's how bad it got. Here's the uncomfortable truth. The theft never fully stopped. It slowed down. It adapted. It went quieter. Even today, oil theft remains one of Nigeria's biggest economic threats, because when crime becomes profitable and corruption protects it, it doesn't disappear easily. This wasn't just stolen oil. It was stolen futures, stolen opportunities, stolen lives, and the scariest part? The biggest names behind it were never publicly exposed. So the question remains, who really stole Nigeria's oil, and how many of them are still free today?